What's going on, everybody? How are you doing? Today we're going to be getting into our fourth game in our 40 before 40 series, and we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable. If this is your first time here, my name is Neo Packet, and the 40 before 40 series is a challenge to beat 40 games before I turn 40 next year. Hey, if you like games and annoying narrators, make sure to smash that like and subscribe. Also, don't forget, we stream on Twitch Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now let's get ready to play the Stanley Parable. Listen. Damn it. There will be no dancing! I'm kidding. All right, let's have some fun. It worked perfectly. Did it?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
There we go.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for
Definitely soul-ending.
And Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Only the best day ever.
Isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, is that me? Am I supposed to get out of my wits? I want to hit buttons. Oh, God.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh, hi. In his brown pants, yes. Hello? 428, are you there? 429, 429's a stuck-up bitch. Got a fucking window in their office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Fucking Karen. Yeah, fucked your computer up. Sorry, Chuck.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Listen, I turned off the fucking computer. I'm conscientious of power. Input. Awaiting input. Oh, God. Input. Input received. All right. Can I give more input? No input. Okay. Fine. 147. Another. Wait. 417. I'm only slightly dyslexic. Oh God. Meeting room? Nope. That seems like a really weird place.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, he didn't. I went to the one on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yes.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Probably. All these people have such nice stuff.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Do you have a problem with authority? Yes. I stood where? I didn't stand anywhere. I want to sit.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Oh, I'm going to go
Really
around the
worth
circle
it.
5 or 6 times. Just to piss you off.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Probably. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
Whoop,
But
whoop.
when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. I'm
But at
kidding. No,
last, he
damn
had
it.
enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Did I? That's a nice room. Oh, this is a nicer room.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, what is this? I'm an architect. Ha-ha! Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Okay. I want to do stuff. Oh, the door closed. Ooh, a card reader. I need to find a card. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. $5,000. Bet.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've got... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yes. Winning! Oh, cool. Oh, did we start over? Shit.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be.
Where's the papers?
Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would
papers.
never be alone ever again.
Lots of papers. Where are they? No, off. So many papers. Off. I want to go back this way now. Can I go back this way? 247? 247? Why are there so many papers on the floor? I don't understand. Oh, man. Hello? I already turned Karen's computer off again. She's a bitch. Her and her stupid TPS reports.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting
It's
room.
okay.
And
I knew
Stanley
this.
it perfectly well.
Yes.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But I still didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What happens if we jump off again? Do we die again? Probably. It looks like we die again.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
I bet I can make it too. Damn it, I want to go up here. Can I go up there?
Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
There's something wrong with this guy. Why can't I climb the ladder? Oh, there's boxes right there. Those will break my fall, right? Right? Huh! Ha ha! Ha ha! I got this.
Whoops.
Oh!
Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
That's crap. That's crap. I could have made that. Hey, look, there's no more papers.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
That's creepy. Where's the button? Oh, now your computer's on. Yours is off. What, who's turning these on? Input received. All computers must be off.
When
Cardboard.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
I don't know
it.
why it's so funny to me, but it is.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You would think.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
But he didn't.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yes.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Left? I want to go right. Or straight.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right, my mistake.
Son of a bitch. You son of a... Motherfucker!
Not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
Come on, motherfucker.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Great. Can we get in the car? I guess not. Listen. What? I'm listening.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No!
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
Maybe I want to.
From the top.
But no! Damn it, you! I'm not saying you're displaying symptoms of oppositional defiance
All of his
disorder.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Make it drop? Make what drop? What are we... Where'd the... Beep. Beep bop. Beep bop boop bop boop. He's not talking to me this time. Why is he not talking?
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... What did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
I don't know!
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's... Oh, cool! We got all sorts of stuff. Let's go this way. Okay. Oh, which way do we go? We have so many options now. Let's go this way. I do. The narrator said, from the top, and Kira is cleverly quoting a modern classic WAP. Yes. Where are we?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, it's fine.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Very backroomy.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No, god damn it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fine. Going to the meeting room. Jerk. Beep. Beep bop. Beep bop bop boop. Boop boop. Beep bop beep bop boop. Now there's no doors at all.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yep, let's do that. I've broken already. Son of a bitch.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay, perfect. This is what...
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
No. It was in the backwoods.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Yeah! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work.
All right, boys and girls, that's the end of the game. We won. We beat the game. Record time winning.
Oh, no. No.
What?
I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
But I did!
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay. I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
God damn it, you son of a bitch. Oh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Adventure Line!
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Off. Off. What is this? That's not where we went. We went this way. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. But I want to go that way. I want to try to jump again. Computer off. 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 Computer off. Wasting electricity. Where are we?
Hello?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Sometimes.
Simply by the act of moving forward,
could be the final
are we
destination.
implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Okay.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence.
Can
right?
we?
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on.
Maybe?
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
I don't know,
You know
either.
what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Following the rules.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Studying the fern. There seems to be two types of fern with grass. We are currently looking at a fern if you would like to look at the fern with us. We're going to start moving now. If you get motion sickness from first-person view, you should stop viewing immediately. Just trying to help appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good time. Okay, here we go. And we're off. Do. I hope everybody remembers the fern. Because I don't.
Wait, we're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
No.
Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, shit. We're back here. Where did we go? Why did you make it creepy? What? How did I make it creepy? I didn't play the music. Hey, we're back!
No, not
All right.
again. Line,
No,
how
we're
could you
looking
have
at
done
other
this
stuff.
to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this
Who's
anymore.
employee
To
number
hell
one?
with it. Restart.
No! I was Jerks. Boop.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're
Yeah.
intelligent people, right? Why
Usually.
can't we make up our own story? Something
do it.
exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why
Yes.
don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, fuck that adventure line.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Let's go. We're going to turn right. And then,
Oh,
whoa!
no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Yeah, me too.
No lines or monitor rooms.
Fuck that line.
Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
This isn't going so well. This isn't going well at all. Son of a bitch. He's everywhere! What if we tiptoe? We're not looking at you, doo-dah, doo-dah. We're not paying attention to you. No, we are not. I don't care about you. I don't care. Hey. Oh, yeah.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Yes.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door
go circles
has
this
to
way.
lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another
And we're gonna
victory
go
for
left.
logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
But I want to go in this one. I want to go in the other one. The confusion ending? Oh boy.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Deviate from the maintenance room. End up in the
confusion
monitor
ending.
room. Narrator
You're
starts.
telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times?
Nice.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
After a long time, Stanley dies.
So
Perfect.
now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
Find the line again.
Well,
Begin
what if I
following
don't
the
want to
line.
forget?
Find the identical
My mind
replica of
goes
the office.
blank simply because it's
we
written
haven't got
here
there
on
yet.
this thing wall.
Previous restarts.
Well, who consulted
Adventure
me?
into
Why
unexplored
don't I get
territory.
to
Find the line
decide?
again.
Why don't I get a say in all of this?
Okay.
Is it really?
It's like
No,
we have
it
4
can't
more
be.
restarts.
I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Yeah, you will.
And the timer stopped? Does
Uh-oh.
that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone
Restart.
come for us? Will something happen?
Have a good night, Ellie!
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do happen to have a...
Oh, man.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
that
missed a
bitch.
memo.
We're going to turn off all these computers like we have been.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he
man.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley, for the first but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really?
Yes.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
basically
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
What?
Danger
everywhere. I don't
everywhere.
know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Yes.
Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Perfect!
See? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because
Maybe
I
a little
did.
bit.
And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours.
Yes.
What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill
chicken?
trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
A chicken?
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Yes, yes.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
There's a hole in that door. There's 2 holes in that door. I'm gonna go through this one.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know?
That was
Any
an
level
opinion.
of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings. Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes?
No, probably not.
Wonderful.
No.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's
Yes?
take a look.
Let's. Ooh. Ooh. It's interesting. Did you know that 21.3% of players? Oh, it's me. 9,328. I'm last. Oh no. Oh, where should we go? I want to go in there, but I don't. I'm going in. Let's go.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing.
Yes, it would.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure.
Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Mostly
because
you.
If it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
But I want to
Thank
hit the
you for
button
playing.
now.
Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to
Okay.
ease the pain.
I'm fine
Let's
with this.
see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
All right. What are we playing? Ooh, Minecraft.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last,
Kind
the
of.
one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley.
It'd be better if I could jump.
Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then...
Worst house ever.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
No! Are you crazy? I'm not going in there. I want to go this way. I just want to go over here. I don't understand what's going on. Is it going to make me go in there? I think it's going to make me go in there. Did a sound alert not play? Huh. I just act all scared. Ah! Sorry. I'm sorry, Ellie. All right, we're going in this.
Isn't it grand?
Hut.
Isn't it perfect? It could only be better
Kind of.
Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Ooh.
Diamond
Diamonds.
everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Let's go. We're playing Minecraft. Hell yeah.
My, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought
That's
a
fine.
light? Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in
Give me
mind.
this.
I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5.
This is great.
Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
What? This is perfect. Damn it.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Bet. I can't play it, but I love it. Really? You can't play Portal?
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley.
Critical thinking.
Your forte.
Best
Genius.
game ever. I never realized that song played.
No,
Really?
You know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through anymore.
Bye. Yes. You can't play Portal or watch it, but I love listening to it. It's so great. Well, going to the next spot. Ah, yes, we're at 509. We have made it to the new spot. There is no narrator. Shh. Neo, another game you might like is There Is No Game. It's kind of like this. Nice. Okay, good night for real. Have a good night, Ellie. Sorry your sound didn't play. I'll give you a freebie somehow. I don't know how, but maybe I don't. I'm sorry. Have a good night. Get some sleep. Enjoy your sleepers. There Is No Game. I might have to check that out. Wo ist das? Ooh. How do I get in there? There's no door or anything. Can I go in here? Nope.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
Yes, yes.
I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
Kinda.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
No.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
You know, he's displaying some narcissistic traits, I'm just saying. Hey, look, it's me. It's my office again. Hi,
All
hello.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Beep. Beep. Burp. Beep, bop, bop, boop. Bop, boop, beep, bop, boop. Hey, it's the blue door. Hello. Welcome to the blue door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did we? Oh my god, we did.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Do not alert without
Feeling a
consulting.
wave of disbelief,
Whiteboard manager.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Financial panic meeting. Nice. I love the financial panic meeting. Beep, beep, beep. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slides, everyone is unique. You most of all. What? Number of slides in this slide chart. Charts. Charts and slides. Slides. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. I love it. Broom closet. Ooh, hey, it's open.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around
There's a
and got
broom.
back on track.
There's a wrench. Can I dodge a wrench?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
There's
no reason to still be
cardboard.
here.
But I want to click all the things. Can I have a wrench, please?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Found something to do.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes!
Standing around doing nothing?
No, I'm playing with the
One
door.
minute. Please offer me some explanation here. I'm
There's the door.
genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
That's okay.
I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Yes.
Maybe when you go talk about coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
My bad. Narrator doesn't have ADHD, does he? No, absolutely not. Ooh,
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
Yeah.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh,
Why
God.
did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Oh, God.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Hey!
This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whee!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield.
Let's go.
And it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Uh-oh.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
That
I'm
is
dreaming
particularly
about a
strange.
voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
Some sort of paradox.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply
it not
deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Oh, yeah.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Oh, yeah.
I'm through with this dream.
Time to
I
wake
wish
up.
it to be over. Let me
Time
go
to
back
wake
to my
up,
job.
Bobby.
Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Wake up.
Please. It's all I want.
Wake up, Bobby.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Bobby,
All
wake
I
up.
want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Wake up, Bobby.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Everything's not
I
fine.
am okay.
I'm not okay. My name is Bobby. Son of a bitch.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
That sounds about right. I had that dream last night.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Oh, no.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
Shit.
The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Well then, that was something. Must be nice to have your shit together, Karen.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
I made it through that door. I made it through that door. Fuck that computer. And that computer. Made it through this one.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it. That's the only reason.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two?
Probably.
Could a man, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, fancy. Fancy office. What is this door? Executive bathroom, please. I want a fancy bathroom. Input.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled,
Chianti.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Sheer luck.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yes. Special secrets. Here we go.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
I am the boss.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Mostly because I'm the boss.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I kind of want to go in there. But like... Run?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Yes. Here we go!
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I'm okay with this. Kaboom. Oh, man. Whee! Oh, look, we're fine.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
I'm fine with this.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
But wait, there's more.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Stanley's computer.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh. Nature paintings. Gotta love it. The path to the room. The two doors that we never went through. 1, 2, 3. The office. Oh, excuse me. Must turn that one off. Filing cabinets. Stanley Parable credits. Let's go this way. We're in a museum. The maintenance room. The office. Ooh. Green light. The war zone. Why is there a war zone? I don't remember a war zone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Interesting. The narrator emails. After a second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While he had intentionally planned to use these, we had intentionally planned to use these in further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. From Dink Dunk. Jesus Christ. The lounge, my favorite place. The office. Ooh, it's a telephone. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, cool, and it starts over. The apartment timer. In previous versions of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh. I don't know that one. Where are we? The Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represented the fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Resume the game. Interesting. It's the escape. There are some spoilers in here if you care. Gotcha. The countdown desk.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Squish. Um. Do we hit escape? Are we dead? Have we lost the game? Oh. I can't jump. I'm dead. Does this mean we ended? Oh no. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I broke everything. Oh, I love it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Hello.
he entered the door on his left.
How you doing? Tink. Which one? Left? How are you? Phil's birthday, man? What?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
What?
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Feeling
Hoping
good?
he might find... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Good.
office.
I don't know what's going on.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not
Wait, what
an
was that?
indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Yes.
What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra
yes,
secret
Superliminal. I love that game. It's a great game.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by
yep, I
simply
got it.
pushing random buttons on the keypad,
forgot what
Stanley
it was.
happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh no.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh god. We're doing this again. Can we go over here? Can we go over here? Oh. No, okay, nothing there. Alright. We're gonna go in here. We have broken this game so many times. We even just died. Officially. We were crushed to death and forced to restart the game ourselves.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We're going into the mind control facility. It's gonna be great.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Yes!
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Hopefully. Let's go. Yes, yes. Cameras on.
Now the monitors jumped.
Yes!
Their true nature
Hey, that's that door that we came in earlier.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to
They're all
images on
gone!
a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What is going on? Where is everybody? Where is everyone? Fired. What was our number? 4 what? I don't remember. Was it 423? I don't remember.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this
427,
time?
thank you.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
That one
That
right
his
there.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it
Yep, there it
blindly?
is. Ooh. Here we go.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone
looked
else's
right.
control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even
Probably.
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Possibly.
But here was the proof. The heart of the
One of them
operation.
said pirate, nice.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working.
Mind
all of it
control
monitored
status
and
offline.
commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yes. I don't know how, but we will. Ooh, okay. Hold on. There's number 4 up there. All right, let's do this. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there a 5? Maybe there's a 5 in that room down there. Oh, there's a 5. Or 6? I don't know. Awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place
The
and
walls
to
were
everything
numbers?
it stood for.
There were numbers on the wall? Did I miss it? 1 through 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or there were numbers. Oh, 0521. Where's there? Oh. Yeah, but there wasn't a 0. Yeah, I didn't see a 0. Okay, so I can either on or off. Mind control, off or on? Off! We broke it. Yes.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yes.
Was it over?
Kind of. Maybe. I don't know.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Again!
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet,
Yes.
even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Probably a
Where
billion.
had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Nobody cares.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Maybe.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Pretty.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon
Is
his
this
skin.
real life?
The feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
It's really bright. Really, really bright. Thanks. We beat the game! Hurrah! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What happened? Why are we back?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did it just restart, like
When
a just
Stanley
regular
came to
restart?
a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
We're not going to the meeting room. Go
Perhaps
fuck
he
yourself.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, just to admire
The
it
lounge
real
was
quick,
grand,
and then
majestic. Perhaps
but we're gonna keep
eager
going.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
you would think so, but not today. Sorry.
Stanley
We're
was
also
so
going to go
bad
out
at
on
following
A4. We're going to get on the
directions, it's
platform, and then we're
incredible
going
it
to keep
wasn't
on
5
going to
years
B4.
ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
I think when we
here.
went down that way, we
I'm
couldn't
not
get
your
anywhere,
enemy,
right?
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Myself.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh.
This is
Her.
it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Aww.
She's been waiting.
It's a love story. It's a love story.
That's her, Stanley. You need...
Hello?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Okay.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Whoa.
Gotcha. Oh,
You
come
fucking
on.
bitch.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
That was rude.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except
How
that
did
he's
you know I
chosen
was
his life.
eating?
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Yes.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Oh, I read because of Stanley Parable.
Down one path lay an enormous
Random
round
vampire,
room
and I will
with monitors and mind
mostly be fawning over you,
And
the
down
narrator.
another was a yellow line that
Like some
weaved
kind
in
of
many
idiot.
directions.
Okay, well, that's good.
And down another was a game
Hello,
with a baby.
hi.
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Actually, I'm going to like me to sleep, but yeah, absolutely. Have a good night. Enjoy your sleep, and we have a vampire as well. Enjoy your company.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head, he relived it again.
Sure you're not.
And then
not
again,
a vampire.
And again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
I love what this is
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
I have died.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, yes.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can I go in the bathroom yet? Ooh, fancy. To be rich is it a crime? To commit crime, is it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. I mean, that's fair. Yes, yes.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
All right. Let's see. See if we can find one more ending.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Neo Cult of the Lamb is out. Cult of the Lamb?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength?
Why do I know what that is? Should I? Oh, okay. We were looking at it a long, long time ago.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
See what it is.
The lives
I don't remember what it is. What was it about?
Reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where's the one that said pirate? It's both cute and sinister. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Jesus, yeah, it's been forever. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's like that.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't
very
be
top.
true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
No. Oh, I think I saw one that said Minion, though.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
All right, let's see if
But
we can
here was
figure
the
out.
proof, the heart of the operation. Controls.
Oh, you know what? We can
labeled
do
with
we can
emotions.
power it back on.
Happy or sad or content.
Is it in early
Walking,
access?
eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yes,
After
we
they
did.
kept you enslaved all these years, you
It's
go
just
and
a
you
demo?
try
Oh.
to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Nice, August 11th.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
Nice.
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
I think it's telling us what to do.
This
Red button, then
This
2.
version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything
button.
and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. but I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But
What?
I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Yeah.
Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Well, that was a fun game. I really liked getting crushed after going through the museum. What was your favorite part? Hey guys, if you're still here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you know when our next video comes out. Should be in the next couple of days. We are on track for beating this 40 before 40 series. We're going to be getting into some much more complicated, longer games here in the near future. And I'm really excited for it. Hey, if you guys have a game that you'd like for me to try to get through, try to beat in this 40 before 40 series, leave it in the comment below. Hi! Oh, you're still here. Would you like another video? Might I offer one of these?